In the deep silence of an ancient garden, a world of shadows and mist, a story of misplaced hope begins to unfold. Amidst the stillness stands a weathered stone statue, an emblem of strength that has withstood the relentless passage of time and storms. Near its cold, gray feet, a delicate plum blossom sprout reaches upward, seeking light and a place to belong in this vast world. The innocent blossom, longing for stability, leans its fragile head against the cold stone, mistaking its silence for a profound sense of calm. To the flower, this stone was a sanctuary, a fortress against the storms of life, a pillar of strength it could finally trust. It gave its heart to the mountain of stone, seeing an anchor where there was only a void, and a protector in silence. As seasons changed, the blossom poured its life into blooming, offering its beauty and fragrance as a silent tribute to its chosen anchor. Every petal that touched the stone was a gesture of devotion, a hope that the stone might one day feel its warmth. Through harsh heat and gentle rain, the flower remained steadfast, attempting to protect the very thing it believed was protecting it in return. It channeled its vitality into this embrace, convinced that the statue's coldness was merely the depth of a soul too profound for words. It mistook the absence of motion for peace, and the lack of response for an unspoken understanding that bridged two different worlds. But the world is rarely as kind as an illusion, and soon the sky darkened, bringing a trial that the flower could not survive. A fierce storm erupted, screaming through the trees, lashing at the garden with a fury that shook the very foundations of the earth. In its hour of greatest need, the blossom held tighter to the stone, crying out for the protection it had always believed was there. The stone did not move. It did not reach out. It stood as it always had, immovable, silent, and entirely oblivious to the flower's agony. In the cold rain, the truth became clear. The statue was not strong for the flower. It was simply dead to the world. We often find ourselves drawn to the cold and the silent, mistaking a lack of emotion for a strength that we think we need. Like the blossom, we pour our love into statues, hoping that if we give enough, the stone will finally find a heart to beat. But silence is not always deep. Sometimes it is just empty. Indifference is not a form of calm. It is simply a lack of care. We must learn to distinguish between the person who is a rock for us and the person who is simply made of stone. Loving someone who cannot feel is a slow death. You give your life to nourish them, yet you only end up starving yourself. Your warmth is a gift, but when it is spent on the unyielding, it dissipates into the void, leaving you hollow and cold inside. To find true stability, we must look for a soul that vibrates with ours, one that answers our call rather than swallowing our voice. Recognition is the first step toward healing. Your scars are not signs of weakness, but evidence of the strength it took to survive. Look into the mirror of your own soul. You are more than the service you provided to those who could not see your worth. It is time to pick yourself up from the mud. The storm has passed, and your value remains, even if it feels fractured for now. Do not let the indifference of another define your worth. You are always beautiful. You were simply planted in the wrong soil. A new beginning awaits in a place where your roots can find nourishment, and your flowers can bloom without being crushed by silence. True stability is found in the give and take of a living garden, where every element supports and responds to the life around it. Strength is not being immovable. Strength is the ability to bend with the wind and still stand tall when the sun returns to the sky. The plum blossom blooms again, not as a servant to stone, but as a master of its own destiny, thriving in the light of truth. It finds joy in the interaction, in the response of the world around it, realizing that love is a dialogue, not a lonely monologue. The stone statue is now just a distant memory, a shadow of a past where you traded your spirit for the illusion of safety. To let go is to reclaim your power. You no longer need to melt the ice. You are free to find the sun's warmth elsewhere. Your heart is meant to beat in rhythm with another's, not to shatter itself against a wall that will never feel your touch. Choose a soil that cherishes you. Choose a heart that reflects your own light. Choose the vibrant reality of living, breathing love. Because the most beautiful blossom is the one that blooms for itself, under a sun that promises to always shine back upon it. The illusion has ended. Your true life has just begun. Embrace the warmth and never settle for the silence of stone again.